Titanoboa snake. Titanoboa cerohohensis, Titanic boa. Last seen location, La Guaira, Colombia. Noted features: semi-bulletproof scales, longevity, man-eater. Rumoured to be extinct, prayed to be extinct, the Titanoboa still slithers around. This large snake lives in Guajira in northeastern Colombia. They can grow up to 13 meters or 42 feet long and potentially reach a weight of 1,135 kilograms or 2,500 pounds. That's easily a ton with some change. The species epithet cerohohensis refers to the Cerrejón coal mine and the Cerrejón Formation, in which the fossils have been found. That is the story given to the public to calm them down. The truth is, the snake was discovered by the agency in the 1950s after consuming half the population of the coal mine. Fortunately, due to the isolated location, the information was quickly quarantined. The snake, after a fierce fight with agents, was driven back into the jungle, and the surviving miners were bribed to claim there was a cave collapse that was responsible for the many deaths. It helps that Titanoboa hasn't migrated from the general area in millions of years. We were able to quickly point out that fossils of Titanoboa have been found in the Cerrejón Formation and date to around 58 to 60 million years ago. Such records allowed us to falsify information about the giant snake. Things like the Titanoboa were noted to have lived during the Middle to Late Paleocene epoch, a 10 million year period immediately following the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. After the coal mining incident, even though the information was suppressed and all witnesses keeping quiet or dead, the snake was still almost rediscovered in 2009. Acting fast, we killed or drove all current Titanoboas and allowed the discovery of 28 individuals in the Cerrejón Formation of the coal mines of Cerrejón in La Guaira, Colombia. Before this discovery, few fossils of Paleocene epoch vertebrates had been found in the ancient tropical environments of South America. Double-checking, it is noted that the prior examined locations to these giant snakes were just fallacies and not actually habitats. In order to keep the Titanoboa dead, the agency allowed a gravesite to be discovered on an expedition by a team of international scientists led by Jonathan Block, a University of Florida vertebrate paleontologist, and Carlos Jaramillo, a paleobotanist from the Smithsonian Tropical Research Institute in Panama. These two were reputable scientists who were able to track down the Titanoboa by related remains. Examining their personalities and reading their works, a conclusion was quickly reached. Had they discovered a live specimen, they would have never agreed to keeping its existence a secret. So the team was infiltrated, with plants placed as interns and local guides bribed to take the team to the prearranged locations. Soon the discovery of a lifetime was found, a fossilized nesting ground. The results they brought back to the United States ended up being a large boon to us. The data discovered and eventually agreed on has actually helped us explain several of the traits and questions we had about the giant snake. It turns out the snake isn't just a man-eater. In fact, the giant snakes mainly eat fish from the rivers and lakes. Humans and other large mammals are used mainly for the heat their bodies release during digestion. The extra chemical energy provided by the warm-blooded creatures is the reason the Titanoboa can grow so large in the first place and maintain their metabolic requirements. Due to the weather being cooler than their optimal environment, the snakes are forced to leave the rivers to hunt for heat or warmth. It's theorized that over time, in order to keep up their very large food requirements, the snakes are mostly inactive over the course of the year, reserving as much energy as possible in a hibernation-like state, occasionally waking up to hunt and slowly digest their prey over time, growing larger in the process and increasing their food requirements at the same time. Adding a few warnings of poisonous animals and occasionally dropping a few cows into their habitat has greatly reduced their population and the rate of their growth. It also reduced human casualties and helped enforce the myth of the Titanoboa.